Co-parenting apps. Useful tool or expensive solution in search of a problem. Parenting apps are now everywhere in modern child custody disputes. Lawyers recommend them, courts sometimes order them, guardians ad litem, evaluators, and parenting coordinators often like them. The companies behind them market these platforms as if they can transform chaotic co-parenting into organized peace and accountability. Parenting apps are not useless. In some high-conflict child custody disputes, they can serve a legitimate purpose. But most parents do not actually need specialized software to exchange information about soccer practice, orthodontist appointments, school schedules, reimbursements, and pickup times. Most adults already have functional communication tools on their phone. Text messages, email, shared calendars, cloud storage, banking apps, FaceTime, Zoom, and ordinary phone calls already do many of the same things. The strongest argument for parenting apps is not really technological, it is behavioral. Some parents genuinely cannot communicate without chaos. Messages disappear, accusations fly, schedules shift, every exchange turns into an argument over what was said, what was meant, or whether someone failed to communicate. In those cases, centralized records can help. But notice what that means. The problem is not lack of technology. The problem is dysfunctional human behavior. An app cannot fix that. Courts often like parenting apps because they project structure, accountability, and active management. That is attractive from an institutional perspective, but a cleaner record is not the same thing as healthier co-parenting. One of the least discussed downsides of parenting apps is that they can turn communication into performance. Parents stop communicating naturally and start writing messages for the future exhibit binder. Every message becomes curated, formal, self-conscious, and strategic. Some parents use parenting apps less as communication tools and more as exhibit generation platforms. Sometimes parenting apps reduce conflict. Sometimes they industrialize it. OurFamilyWizard, TalkingParents, and AppClose are commonly discussed platforms. Each may have useful features. OurFamilyWizard is probably the best known. TalkingParents is simpler and communication-focused. AppClose is often discussed as a lower-cost alternative. But none of them eliminates hostility. None fixes a vague custody order. None cures manipulation, impulsiveness, dishonesty, vindictiveness, or the desire to turn every parenting disagreement into litigation. Parenting apps may make sense in severe communication dysfunction, protective order cases, repeated harassment, chronic false accusations, or situations where parents cannot exchange basic information without chaos. But normal parents should be careful about accepting extraordinary tools as ordinary best practices. Organized conflict is not the same thing as healthy co-parenting. A parenting app may give conflict a cleaner interface. That does not mean it solved the conflict.